Okay, welcome to this quick session on making more money. One of the best things about making more money is you grow in the process and you improve, you learn something, you pick something up along the way. What we want to do is we want to start with the end in mind. How much money do you want to earn? What is that number? And I've got a guy sitting on a pile of money. You can write in whatever number you want to put in there. 1 mil. Okay? So if we begin with the end in mind, you want to make more money. Well, what are different ways to make money? Okay, there's a plethora of ways. What I'm going to talk to you about are information products, things that you can create once and sell pop, 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 over and over and over again. So, probably the easiest thing to do is to create either a CD and or a DVD. Essentially, you're just getting up in front of people, sharing your information, sharing what it is that you know that others would pay money for. Okay, the second thing, it might take you a little longer to do, but nonetheless is important to growing any business, is writing a book on what you know. One of the awesome things about writing a book is that it opens doors that typically wouldn't have been open for you if you hadn't had the book written. You see, there's a funny thing that happens when you get your book in front of people, and that is they see you as a published author. That carries a weight to it that typically you don't have if you don't have a book, if you don't have credentials, PhDs, MDs, and all that other crap that people look to see in order to know, or have a better way to say it is to have peace of mind knowing that you know what the heck you're talking about. Okay, so once you author a book, that opens up doors that maybe wouldn't have been open in the past. And an example there is I wrote my first book, The Art of Selling Using Cartoons, and that book led to speaking engagements. We'll just do. It led to collaborating with some pretty high-powered marketers, and at the end of the day, it led to getting in with Dan Kennedy and doing a lot of work with him. Did some seminars where I got up and spoke to his group, and has led to more business with him, and sharing kind of what it is that I've been working on. And in a way, I mean, just that single connection there was worth all the blood, sweat, and tears in writing that book. And how I did it was, I was still at my job. I was working nights and weekends, and then at a point it got to I took Fridays off, and I focused my efforts on writing that book. So I'd go to a bookstore, and don't get me started on writing in bookstores. There's something magical about writing in a bookstore, because you have all that energy of all that knowledge and enthusiasm and insight of all the other authors in that one location. So it's very inspiring to be in there, and helps to write that book. Where am I going with this? Just kind of giving you an idea of what you can do in order to improve your situation, and I'm telling you how I got my first book done. Okay, so those are some quick tips and pointers. The third way, this is the first way, second way, third way to make money, and to do it specifically online, although you could do it offline in form of a newsletter or catalog that gets sent in the mail, is to do both, to have a CD and a book or manual, and to put it into one course. Now this, you'll get a lot more of this for having both in one package, as opposed to just a DVD, just a CD, and just a book. Okay, so that's going to be quick tip for you today to digest, and I hope you found this information useful. Make sure you go over to Vince Palco, PALKO.com. Not sure if you can see all that. VincePalco.com, and at least sign up for my newsletter so you can stay abreast of all the stuff that I'm working on. And as I release more and more videos, you will be in the loop on those as well. So you want to make more money? Start with this in mind. Think about how much money you want to make. Then start thinking about options, ways to draw that money to you. Okay, this is Vince Palco from VincePalco.com, signing off.